Here we go. Idaho 7. Hello, beer lovers. My name is Steve Jaguar. Once again, it's been a while. I've been traveling around the world doing some exciting, some incredibly boring, some active things, but I'm back. I'm back in the UK, most importantly. I have been to my local shop, the Morrisons, and I just had the thumbnail up and I realized I spelled Morrisons on the thumbnail wrong, but I got it right in the title. Apparently, I've got some issue with spelling. Nevertheless, it is a single hop variety Idaho 7 special. I didn't pay much for it, so that might be of interest to you. So let's get going. Fabuloso. All right, let's get straight to it. It's, where is it here? I got this from Morrisons, and I hope my audio is working. I just had a weird feeling that maybe it wasn't working. That would make sense. No, the world says it's working. So cool. Check it out. Siren Brewing from down south of me, of course. Where are you going, camera? It thinks, there it is. Expressions Idaho, double dry hop, IPA. It's got some descriptions on the back about what they're trying to do with the Expressions series. Apparently, this series is going to be all single hop varieties. I looked it up. I've never heard of it. I looked it up on the Siren website. I didn't find it there. So I'm guessing it's a series that's made specifically for Morrisons. And I kind of like that. There's always been these debates about when a craft brewery sells into a supermarket, there's like this sellout vibe because, I can't believe they sold to a supermarket. And maybe it in some snobs' perspectives, it devalues the quality of the craft brewery. I don't think so at all. I think having regular interactions with a supermarket keeps it real. They got to keep the price down. They've got to make mass produce and they have guaranteed income. It's actually a good thing, I think, for a lot of craft brews. And also, if you do a special line that you can only buy from the supermarket, especially like that. Idaho 7. All right, let's crack this open while we talk. Idaho 7's an interesting single hop variety because I don't think it fares well as a single hop variety. It's typically like boil hop, so it's got great aroma. It can be like citrusy. It can be, I've heard floral. I've also heard somebody say once it smelled like bubblegum, which I guess, like, what is bubblegum? Other than bubblegum tasting like bubblegum, what does bubblegum taste like? I don't know. Maybe it is floral. Like lavender or like thrills, that stuff that smells like soap. Like flipping awful, right? But we just cracked it open. Let's just give a little smell out of the can. For being a dry, double dry hop, Idaho 7, with all of these wonderful features, sometimes people say fruity and stone fruit. Personally, I've never got that off Idaho 7. I'm getting a bit of citrus, and otherwise, it's pretty mute. We'll pour that into our glass. I'm guessing, as usual, with a single hop variety, they're going to go with some kind of extra pale malt. They're not going to like want to beat up the hops with some kind of sweet malt, right? And as you can see, it's pretty pale. A little bit of haze there. Can't see me through that. Maybe that's an improvement to the show. A little bit more there, but I'm still getting a little bit of light. I guess I'd call it slight floral. Maybe like dried flowers. Kind of a lemon pith. But other than that, very subtle. Certainly lemon. I'm going to give it that. So let's give it a shot. Okay, I'm getting lemon. Very, very minimal. Like the sort of pininess that it's normally known for. Idaho 7, I don't want to bother looking it up while I'm talking to you. Idaho 7 has super high, like there's alpha acids that give it that kaboom fruitiness, right? But there's a high myrcene. I believe myrcene's super high in Idaho 7, which means I should be getting something resinous. And I don't think I am. I believe that's right. Something fruity. I'm just not getting it, which is surprising given it's like pronounced floral powerhouse and for being double dry hop, right? That should mean I should be getting a snootful right now. But it's possible to double dry hop with hardly anything. Just sprinkle it in twice. You're still double dry hopping it. You're just not using enough hops. So Idaho 7 is from Idaho. That's why it's called. I don't know why the 7 though. Idaho, if for my British viewers, is known for. Maybe you think it's known for potatoes. It's actually called the gem state because it has a larger variety of gems than anywhere else in the world. Maybe not Africa, but it's crazy high. It's the highest in North America, so hence it's called the gem state. Gee, I have a geologist dad. What a surprise that I know that. It's actually pretty good. It is. I'm going to check the percentage. I didn't even look at that. It's only 5.2. Nice. Under today's standards, quite sessionable. And it tastes like a session IPA. It doesn't taste like a DEPA. It doesn't even taste like it's 5.2. I think it could really do with more hops, oddly. Right now, if it was a 4.2 and you said this is what you're going to get in a hot summer day, I've just been told it's 23 degrees in Toronto right now. I got your perfect beer right here. Lightly fruity, slightly floral, not too piney, not West Coasty at all, yet not quite qualifying for that hazy fruitiness. Just kind of a nice lemony, citrusy. It feels like there's already been a lemon dropped in it. So not too bad. In the UK, it is garbage outside and raining. Maybe not the perfect beer. Probably more for you than me. But not a bad beer, yet not exciting. I'd say if I were to give a score out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5 right now to a 7. Maybe I would get him in a bit of a mood because of the rain. But it's just really entirely unimpressive for something where I was really looking to characterize Idaho 7. And I just don't think it quite does it. So that's my verdict. It was only $3.50, by the way. Let's just take a quick look. This is the Gem State. And this is the Siren's Expression IPA. £3, $3.25. And if you buy 4, you get 1 free. Or if you buy 4 beers of any kind at Morrisons, you know the deal. This is Siren. They have lots of fancy art. All their cans always look the same, though. You can see First Impression and Neon Noise. I kind of like them. They're a bit like Brewdog in that they have this consistent quality. If you could be down the aisle and you know that they have Siren available because you can see their cans at a mile away. Very distinctive and yet somehow still quite artistic. And I kind of like that. So there we go. And the reason I had the gem thing up is because it said, I shall elaborate. Was it Rose Garnet? It was talking about the gem stand. I looked up to see what gems were available. And there's a particular type of gem I had no idea called the Star Garnet, which apparently is only available in Idaho. And I went, what? So I looked it up and I saw a picture of it there. And that's what you just saw what it looks like. Very pretty. Not sure what you do with it. That's the end of this review. 7.5 minutes in. I think it's an okay beer. It's certainly value for money at £3.25, or if you get one free because you bought 3 other beers and you want to just give it a try. I like that about Morrisons because you can buy 3 beers you definitely like and you get that one you want to test for free. You got to do that, right? I got another beer at Morrisons the other day and it was also never heard of it. Not opened it yet. I can show you what it looks like. It's another Faith in Futures from Northern Monk. Check the art out on that. Scary. That's another DDH IPA at 6%, and they give you no information about what's in it. So that very well could be the next review you see tomorrow. This has been another review. It's great to be back in the UK for a little while, especially now that they seem to have topped up beers at various supermarkets. So I'm going to have to do a whip around, see what I can find there. Until then, till the next one, I'm Steve Jaguar. This is BeerNative. Steve out.